Welcome to our second edition of Behind the Feathers. This month we'll be doing it from the Maxwell Game Preserve.
Our first story of the month is about the band going to the state fair. Let's watch.
I usually don't think of band as a competitive sport, but that's just what the CG band took part in during the Kansas State Fair. The band, under the direction of new instructor Sean Cox, participated in the annual band competition on September 16th at the State Fairgrounds in Hutchinson. Playing ability and marching techniques were the two main categories that were judged. Looks like the band program is really making great strides in returning to the days when the CG band was a source of pride for the community.
So, Sarah, do you like to play golf?
No, I don't.
Well, apparently the live sports class does. Let's take a look.
Times sports class has been perfecting the game of golf this past month. He taught the class many different techniques about the game, none of which are evident in this video. As you can also tell, they weren't playing at the country club, but it looks like the pasture is good enough for these folks. Mr. Rogers' 2-week course in golf did give the students an initial understanding for the game. If you run into any of these foursomes at the local golf course, watch out.
Our next story is about the student teachers. Let's hear what they have to say about teaching.
Usually two types of people in school, teachers and students. Student teachers have to learn how to teach and also have to practice teaching. The two teachers that we found their way to Canton-Galva are Mrs. Yonley, who is assisting Mr. Rogers in PE, and Mrs. Sharp, who is assisting Mrs. Renfro in science. We caught up with these two teachers and asked them a few questions about their teaching experience.
At first I was a little worried about the sizes of the classes because I come from a smaller school, 1A school, and I was afraid with the bigger classes it would be a little more difficult for me to deal with, but I found out that it's really a lot more fun because you can do so many more things when you've got 30 people than what you can do when you just have 5 or 6 in a classroom. I really expect, well, especially with the elective classes, I expect the students to be really outgoing and willing to try things, and the students that I have are all really eager to play games and to try different things that I want them to try, and they seem to have a good time, so I'm glad about that.
I'm still really new at this. Since I've never done this before, I'm learning something new every day. It's about the same as it was when I was in high school, but some things are changing as in classroom. Being on the teacher end of it is a lot different, though. That's the biggest difference, is being a teacher instead of the student. I like it a lot. It's a really together and with it school district. My cooperating teacher is very together, very helpful, and the teachers in the school are get along very well, and the students seem to all be pretty well behaved.
1. We hope that Mrs. Yonley and Mrs. Sharp enjoy their experience at Canton-Galva High School.
So, Zach, did you get to sell magazines this year?
Yes, I did. Here's the story.
Third, the junior class started selling magazines in order to pay for our prom. Their goal was $425, but fell short, only getting $172. They still earned the class $1,200 for decorations and a senior trip. The junior class would like to thank those of you who ordered magazines.
So, did you do anything for your grandparents on Grandparents' Day?
No, I didn't get the chance.
Good thing we did a story on it so you have some ideas for next year.
And a day for the young of heart, Grandparents' Day. On September 18th, Canton Elementary's first grade invited their grandparents to school. The first graders sang for the grandparents about their current lesson, dinosaurs. After the singing, the students and grandparents ate lunch together. Although the grandparents learned about dinosaurs that day, we have a lot to learn from our grandparents.
On Monday, September 14th, the 5th graders at Galva Elementary held the first annual Grandparents' Day. The grandparents came and ate lunch with the students. Then they all moved downstairs where they worked on a type of creative memories project with the grandparents.
So, Zach, do you ever get to go to the barbecues they have?
I go every week.
Well, I don't get to, so let's go ahead and watch the story so I can see what I'm missing out on.
Something cooking, and it's the Canton-Galva Eagles barbecue. This was started last year by juniors Courtney Warden and Nathan Bepley. It happens on every Thursday to get the CGHS students ready for the big game. The old park is usually home for the growing tradition, but the homecoming barbecue is held at Coach Rogers' house for just the team. This is a tradition that seems it may have a long life.
So, Zach, do you know what my favorite day of the year is?
No, I don't.
Well, this story should be enough for you to figure it out yourself.
Free food. That's right, you heard me. Free food. Well, for at least one day anyway. The last 2 years, Neil Rakestraw has come to our school for a food survey. Getting these food samples is fun for everyone, and we hope they come back next year.
Our next story is about one of our new classes we had this year, roll.
Here at CGHS, we have a brand new class, aerobics. This class is first hour of the day. Mr. Rogers is in charge of this class. In aerobics, the students do a number of things. They do aerobic tapes, lift weights, and on one certain day, they do their own workout programs.
FBLA?
Yes, I am.
Well, our next story is about the Tom Watt sales. You might want to watch.
FBLA will be selling Tom Watt during the month of October. At the end of September, the boxes arrived at Canton-Galva High School. The FBLA members will be paired and will share a Tom Watt box to sell items door to door. They will be required to sell $100 each.
And the proceeds from the profit that we make on this will go to help fund our state conference, which we have to pay registration, and we pay their hotel rooms. And there's also a lot of other activities the FBLA does that aren't free, that we have to have some money in the fund to generate some of that, so it's another really good fundraiser for that. One reason that we also do Tom Watt is that it also gives us a kickback to the state, so like if we sell $3,000 worth, like 2% of that goes back into our state fund. So it's also a way that Canton-Galva is helping out at the state level also.
Boxes will be due back in October 26th.
Sarah, did you get to go to the homecoming?
Yeah, I did. But for those who didn't get to make it to the game, let's go ahead and play it.
The view at Canton-Galva High School was a little different last week, as a majority of the students kicked off the week's homecoming festivities by participating in the Spirit Week. Monday was Face and Body Paint Day.
In the daytime, girl, I want to be with you all of the time.
Tuesday was Dress Up Day and Hat Day.
Girl, I want to be with you all of the time, all day and all of the night, all day and all of the night, all day and all of the night.
Wednesday was Army Day.
That you and me last forever. Oh yeah, all day, nighttime yours.
Thursday was Punk Rock Day. Students spent Friday morning building floats for the parade that took place Friday afternoon. After the parade, the students of Canton-Galva Elementary Schools, Middle School, and High School attended a pep rally the cheerleaders put together.
I believe that you and me last forever. Oh yeah, all day and nighttime yours, leave me never. The only time I feel alright is by your side. Girl, I want to be with you all the time, all day and all of the
Later that evening, the homecoming ceremonies took place. The sophomore class chose All My Life as theme song and the colors of green and silver. The candidates were Rick Jones, Weston Mizell, Travis Tyler, Aaron McManus, Danny Schmidt, and Melissa Dacus. Travis Tyler was voted the 1998 Fall Homecoming King, and Danny Schmidt was crowned as the 1998 Fall Homecoming Queen.
The Canton-Galva Eagles hosted the Mountain Ridge Wildcats Friday, September 25th for homecoming 1998 at Margrader Stadium. Turnovers doomed the Eagles Friday against county rival Mountain Ridge when they were defeated 10-6. After the game, a homecoming dance was held in the gym, but even DJ Racing Dean couldn't get the kids excited after the upsetting loss.
believe that you and me.
Most people don't realize the time and effort that goes into making a halftime dance routine look good and flawless. The Canton-Galva High School cheerleaders spent a week at Butler College learning cheers, chants, stunts, and dances to help motivate and entertain the fans and athletes of CGHS. At halftime of the homecoming game, the cheerleaders showed the crowd a bit of what they learned at camp.
A couple of kids in our DVI class decided to do a little music video. Let's watch it.
That
The next story is about the Dare Parent Night. Let's watch.
With Canton and Galva communities on September 16th. Detective Doug gave a preview of the upcoming curriculum, which also gave parents a chance to ask questions about the program. Anderson capped off the evening by showing a short video presentation produced by the Canton-Galva multimedia class.
The next story is about the FBLA dance we had at the beginning of this month. Let's take a look and see what happened.
Bears, goats, and gorillas in the school? No, the students haven't taken this over the school. It's a silly slippers and socks dance. On Friday, September 11th, FBLA held a dance with a competition for the silly socks and slippers.
On your mark, ready, set, let's go. Dance floor pro, I know, you know, I go psycho when my new joint hit. Just can't sit, gotta get jiggy with it. That's it, now honey, come ride. CKNY, all up in my eyes. You gotta.
The winners for the boys are first, Darren Anderson, second, Brian Smith, and third, Alex Westbrook. And for the girls, first, Becky Morgan, second, Renee Rankin, and third, Erin McManus. The FBLA dance, the only time you can wear silly slippers and socks to school.